All right. Since we are live, let's check it out. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Much love to the chat. Those of y'all that's in the building early, smash the like button as you come on in. I say smash the like button as you come on in. We're going to talk a little boxing in the AM. Share the video. Spread the word to the ends of the earth. 78 Sports TV is live, you dig? Yes, indeed. It's Friday, man. Let's scroll up and see who we got in the building. Let's see what we got in here. Gabe Moore is in the building. Coach 67 Sports TV in the building. Chet Perry. We got Rick Blackwell, Tamir Ali, Avery Vice is in the building. Shogun 76, the homie Rod Neal is in the building. Jalen Hudson, Keon Jackson, G Code Wody is in the building. As the Realers. What's that? Achavali, salute. Insane Talk is in the building. G Code Wody up in here. We got Uncommentary with St. Louis is in the building. D-Man Jr. Brother Reef is in here. Dane Watson, Kevin Dunbar, D Fresh 94, Nada 86, Ace Deuce Boxing, my brother in the building, Amherst Logic up in here, coming through showing love early with the 10-piece. Appreciate the support, good brother. He said salute to the general early. Yes, sir, brother. Salute to my brother Amherst Logic. Make sure y'all go subscribe to his page if you want the best in Milwaukee Bucks, basketball talk, Green Bay Packer, Brewer, all that good stuff. Everything Milwaukee, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to homie Amherst Logic. Let me see here. Hey, Amber, we're going to have to hit the game this year, man. I don't know how we've been missing each other, man, for the last couple of years, but we're going to have to hit the game this year, man. Let me see here. My brother Drew Titan, LLC in the building. Slip the jab in here. D-Man Jr. Monterey Shaw. Let me see here. Kenyatta Ali is in the building. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Y'all smash that like button. Get the lights all the way up. Share the video, man. Yeah, YouTube acting real super duper funny style. Come on, y'all. Just get them on up there. All right. So check it out, y'all. I was checking out the homie Blue Blood video, and I seen the homie Blue Blood and the other cat. I forgot his name, so I don't even want to say nothing now because it's gonna sound like I'm being disrespectful. But anyway, I saw some videos about this situation, and apparently Eric Morales, a legend, a Mexican legend, legendary Mexican boxer, was on the panel doing an interview in Spanish, and apparently in that interview, Eric Morales says that black American fighters are the best boxers. He says that these guys have been beating us for years. Now, like I said, the interview was in Spanish, so I'm only going by the translation that other people have translated. You know what I'm saying? I don't speak Spanish. But what's up, Skull Dougie? What's up, Craig L? Man, this coffee is outstanding. This today, this is the coffee. This is way better than that coffee I had the other day. And I figured out why. Because I took a break from coffee for a little while, but I was figuring out why the other one tasted so watered down the other day. It's because I got black coffee, but I didn't put a shot of espresso in it. Today I got the black coffee with a shot of espresso in it with my stevia. So yeah, it's going down. It's going down. Ratchet 691, what's happening with it, y'all? What's up, Stormy B Man? The Sensei is in the building. So, with that being said, let's talk about it. What's up, Lauren Bevel? If Eric Morales, the legendary Eric Morales, feels that black American boxers are the best, I agree. I absolutely agree. It's no disrespect to anybody else. I think that some people get offended by these type of conversations. I don't think you should be offended by it. It's just a matter of what it is. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about, track and field or something like that. Certain people are going to be the best at that. You know what I'm saying? What I mean, you're talking about powerlifting or strongman competition. Some people are going to be best at that. You know what I mean? So on and so forth. What's up with it? Thomas from the Boogie Down. Dale Reeve, what it do? Stephen Ed, Mizak. I absolutely agree with Eric Morales on that. Now, if you look at throughout boxing history, the two groups that have dominated the sport of boxing, for the most part, have been Black Americans and Mexicans. Have dominated the sport of boxing. That doesn't mean other people have not contributed. Of course they have, right? But for the most part, when you look in totality, Black Americans and Mexicans have dominated the sport of boxing. All right. Now, if you look at it, when you match the Black Americans with the Mexican fighters, Black Americans tend to win those matchups. Okay. They tend to win those matchups. Abel, get out of here, Abel. You got a problem with staying focused, Abel. You really do. Look at Abel. Look at what we're talking about. Look at him. Good morning, 78. Your Russell Westbrook video filled with contradictions. Stay focused, Abel. All right? Stay focused. We're talking about boxing. Can you do that, Abel? Just zero in. Stay focused. We're talking about boxing. I know you love LeBron James. I know you would jump on the sword for him and I catch a grenade for ya. Throw my hand on the blade for ya. I jump in front of a grave for ya. And now I do anything for ya. I get it. You love LeBron. I get it. He don't love you though. Just let it go, bro. We talking about boxing. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. With all that being said, I believe that this is why I say what I say about the this is why I say what I say about the state of boxing and the pound for pound list. And a lot of people get mad at me. They think I'm hating. I'm like, I'm not hating, bro. What's up, Nino Brown Boxing? The thing is, let's look at some of these pound for pound lists. Let me show you why I feel the way I feel. Okay, let me share some of the screen here. Let's see here. Share the screen. Let's go to ESPN. All right, let's look at ESPN's pound for pound list. Let's see here. Who they got? Number one, Terrence Bud Crawford. I absolutely agree with that. Terrence Crawford, after what he did to Canelo, that's definitely number one pound for pound. And Terrence Crawford has been my number one pound. For the record, Terrence Crawford has been my number one pound for pound fighter since he beat Julius Ndongo and became undisputed at 140, which was years ago. I challenge anybody to tell me that you had Terrence Crawford as your number one pound for pound fighter that long. And I got the receipts to prove it. You go back and look at my old videos. Terrence Crawford has been my number one pound for pound fighter since he became undisputed at 140 pounds. You understand? So it's funny when people come here, you be hating on Bud. This is goofy stuff, bro. Number two, Alexander Usyk. All right? They got Usyk on number two. I got no problem with Usyk. Nui, I got a big problem with the Nui being number three. Big problem, but we'll talk about that later. This is ESPN, according to them. Nui at number three. Dimitri Bivol at number four. Jesse Rodriguez at number five. I got a big problem with that, with him being number five. Got no problem with him being on the pound for pound list. But at number five is absolutely absurd and ridiculous to me. Okay, absurd. There's nothing that Jesse Rodriguez has shown you that you haven't already seen from other fighters. There's no justification for this man to skip past all these great fighters that have been dominating the sport of boxing for years and now he's number 5. Based off of what? What criteria is Jesse Rodriguez number 5? Okay. Arthur better be there. Whatever. Yeah, he there. Shakur Stevenson is there. He's on the list for sure. David Benavidez is definitely on the pound for pound list. Let's see here. This guy here, Nakatani. Get him all the way out of here, bro. Pack him up. Get him out of here. I never want to see him again. This is blatant, ridiculous bias against Black American fighters for Nakatani to be on the pound for pound list at number 9 above Devin Haney, who was on the pound for pound list. Somehow he's still undefeated, but you take him off of the pound for pound list for who? Nakatani? You think Nakatani got more skills than Devin Haney? Seriously. Do you think, who believes Nakatani has more skills than Devin Haney, pound for pound? Nobody believes that. It's just all cap. It's all cap. And then we have Saul Canelo Alvarez, who's still on the pound for pound list no matter what. He lost to Dimitri Bivol. He lost to Terrence Crawford. At what point does Canelo Alvarez, with all due respect, be off of the pound for pound list? Still a great fighter, but why is he all time on the pound for pound list? This don't make no sense logically. It's ridiculous. But this is ESPN list. This is subjective. So let's go to another list. Let's go to another one. Wait a minute, I missed a super chat. Hold on. Young Abel on the super chat. Appreciate the support with the 5-piece. He says, "Stop lying. I never a fan of LeBron, so cut the BS. See you with the basketball season starts. Ballpark eater." Look at him. See? Here we are talking about boxing, and then man, he can't stay focused. He's so like we're talking about boxing, and Abel's in here thinking about balls. I want y'all to think about that, y'all. We in here talking about boxing. And Abel Mahari comes here thinking about balls and men sweating and men playing with balls. Why are you thinking about this, Abel? Why? If we're talking about boxing. Nothing I said has anything to do with balls. But here you come. Every time. He can't help himself. Abel can't help himself. We talking about boxing. Yeah, I never said anything about LeBron. Yes, you do. You love LeBron. And why look at ballpark eater? What is ballpark eater? What is that? Ballparks are hot dogs, right? So why are you thinking about balls and hot dogs? Abel's thinking about balls and hot dogs. Why? And then he thinking about somebody eating a hot dog. The glizzy. Something wrong with this man. Abel, go on somewhere, sit down. We talking about boxing. Go on somewhere, sit down in the corner. Now let's get this this next topic here. Smash that like button too, y'all. Let's see here. Let's look at Ring Magazine's pound for pound list now. All right, so this is Ring Magazine's pound for pound list. They have Terrence Bud Crawford at number 1. I agree with that. Usyk at number 2. I agree with that. Anui, I don't agree with him being number 3. If you want to have him on the pound for pound list, fine. But at number 3, no, sorry. I think Anui has so much hype around him. People just feel like they're giving him charity, or people feel like they're like they doing a good deed. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I got Anui on my pound for pound list. Anui's the man. Anui this and that, man. And you know, you get to pretend like you know boxing because you because you support Anui or something. It's just ridiculous. I can't stand it, bro. I hate that fake stuff. You sit down with anybody and ask them to break down Anui's resume, they're gonna start stuttering. Once they get past Nonito Donaire and maybe 1 or 2 other people, they're gonna start stuttering. Press 1 if y'all can still hear me. Press 1 if y'all can still hear me. Okay, y'all can still hear me good. Darth in the super chat with that 5-piece. Much love and much appreciation. Dorothy says, I agree because even when you look at the resume and etc., the greatest Mexican boxer, Chavez Sr., resume just doesn't match up with Muhammad Ali's. Chavez was one of my favorite fighters of all time, Chavez Sr. And Chavez was a monster, you know what I'm saying? Straight dog, you know what I'm saying? But Chavez lost. He lost. Skill wise, he wasn't as good as the Pernell Whitakers, the Floyd Mayweathers, and stuff like that. Chavez served a purpose. He fought his style. He did a wonderful job, but skill wise, Chavez was not better at the sport of boxing than a lot of the African American fighters. The Leonards and the Hurt. He just wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Let me see here. All right. So let's look at this. Look at this pound for pound list. So they got. I agree with Crawford. I agree with Usyk. I do not agree with Nui. Nui can be on the list, but just not number 3, in my opinion. Dimitri Bivol can be on the list. Archie Beterbiev, I have no problem with him being on the list. Jesse Bam Bam Rodriguez, I do have a problem with him being on the list. I don't think he's done enough to be on the list. I don't think Bam Bam has done enough to be on the list. I'm sorry, y'all. And I just need somebody to prove it. Show me what he's done to be on the list. People just D-ride, bro. And I remember Shakur Stevenson was D-riding Bam Bam. Bam Bam, my favorite fighter. But I'm like, shut up, bro. It's just a goofball. You don't even see what's happening here. Now the dude is on the pound list ahead of you. While you D-ride, trying to, man, y'all dudes are so ridiculous. And not only that, the Nakatani, this the guy who got to get out of here. We got to pack him up and get him out of here. I need Nakatani. What's up, Joe Thompson coming through? I see Joe. Old Hillside Bourbon Company. Nakatani is the guy who has to go. This man shouldn't be anywhere near the pound for pound list at all. Let me see here. Then they got Shakur Stevenson at number 7 behind Nakatani, bro. Can anybody? Okay, this just all right. Let's be honest here, y'all. Anybody in the chat who thinks Nakatani is a more skilled fighter, pound for pound wise, than Shakur Stevenson? Anybody in the chat? Press 1 if you believe that Nakatani is more skilled than Shakur Stevenson. Press 1 if you believe Nakatani is more skilled than Shakur Stevenson. Okay, no takers. Okay. Okay, now, who believes, in the chat, be honest, who believes Nakatani is more skilled than a Devin Haney, pound for pound wise? Press 1 if you believe Nakatani is more skilled than Devin Haney. And more accomplished. More accomplished and more skilled. Let's hear it. Press 1 if you believe it. Oh my goodness, this coffee is delicious, man. No takers. Okay. So this is my issue with the pound for pound list. Okay. Now, Shakur Stevenson should be up on the pound for pound list. I would say at least top 5, maybe 6. He should be up there. But Bam Bam Rodriguez should be, if he's going to be on the pound for pound list, he should be down below. David Benavidez, in my opinion, should be on the pound for pound list. He deserves to be there. He's put in work, and I think pound for pound wise, his fighting style is going to hurt anybody. You're going to be in for a fight David Benavidez. You dig? Canelo, I don't know why he's still on the pound for pound list. He shouldn't have all-time access to the pound for pound list just because he's done great things in the past. This is not a lifetime achievement award. All right, this is about skill set and how good you are pound for pound. Can your skill set translate into different weight classes? This is what pound for pound means originally. Right? It was created for Sugar Ray Robinson. But what it originally meant was, can this fighter, this small guy, if he were the same size as the heavyweight champion of the world, could he beat him based off of his skills, pound for pound? Does he have the technique to beat the heavyweight champion of the world? Because the heavyweight champion of the world was considered the baddest man on the planet at the time. So Canelo has already moved up in weight and lost to Dimitri Bivol. Fine. Then he allowed a small man in Terrence Crawford to move up 3 weight classes and beat him. He should not be on the pound for pound list at this point. Do you understand? It's a contradiction to have to have Canelo Alvarez on the pound for pound list when the man has lost to a bigger man and a little man. His skills do not translate and transcend to the it just doesn't work. Faquan in the super chat with the 5. Appreciate the support. Thank you, good brother, coming in with that super sticker. Appreciate the support, family. Absolutely. So, with that being said, Canelo would not be on my pound for pound list. I would replace Canelo in no particular order, but I would replace Canelo with Devin Haney for sure. Until Devin Haney is dethroned by somebody, he should be on the pound for pound list. You understand? Don't know who else I would particularly add to the pound for pound list. I'm also not a fan of heavyweights being on the pound for pound list. Me personally, only because, like I said, the history of pound for pound was for the smaller guy comparing to the heavyweight champion of the world. Usyk is the heavyweight champion of the world. I don't really agree with him being on the pound for pound list, even though he has moved from cruiserweight to heavyweight, and he deserves his credit. He's the heavyweight champion of the world, baddest man on the planet. He don't really need the pound for pound list. See what I'm saying? So I would take Usyk off, even though he's deserving. I would take him off only because of he's a heavyweight. And historically, I've never put heavyweights on my pound for pound list. So this is my issue right here. Now, let me stop sharing this. So that's my issue with the pound for pound list. It's subjective. I understand that. Everybody has a right to their own opinions and stuff like that. But so people going to have different pound for pound lists and all of that kind of stuff. But regardless of the fact, I think that the boxing bigwigs try too hard to be all inclusive, try too hard to make boxing this global, rainbow thing to where you want to pretend like, you're acknowledging people from everywhere, and they do that. They're doing that a lot with Japan. You know what I'm saying? Inouye is a beast. I know Inouye can fight, but I don't know how good he is. I don't know how good he is. Yes, he's done some good stuff, for sure. But my problem with Inouye is, like I said before, is when you take a guy like Inouye and start giving him praise and props before he's earned it, and you already giving him, oh, he's great, he's great, he's great. But then when one of these Black American fighters are doing great things, you turn around and act like they have to continue to prove themselves. Keep proving, keep working hard. Oh, I don't know about this, I don't know about that. No, that's just racism to me. Okay, it's blatant racism and covert racism. Sometimes people will be racist and don't even know they're racist. Darth back in that super chat with the 5-piece. Much love and much appreciation, good brother. He says exactly, because pound for pound is a ranking for the best from all divisions currently, or that time. So Canelo does need to be removed. Absolutely, he needs to be removed. Canelo needs to be removed off pound for pound list. It don't mean that you can't take away Canelo's achievements and stuff he's done in the past, but as of right now, listen. Okay, watch this. Devin Haney was just on the pound for pound list early this year. He ain't lost the fight, so why was he removed? Why was he removed? He was just on the pound for pound list early this year. Why was he removed? Oh, because we didn't like how he fought against Ramirez, but he beat Ramirez. Oh, but we didn't like it because he was running around the ring. Okay, cool. Okay, why is Canelo still in the ring on the pound for pound list? Well, he got whooped twice. Canelo and David Benavidez got whooped by Dimitri Bivol, moving up in weight. Then he let a little man and Terrence Crawford come up in weight and beat him. How is he still on the pound for pound list? Can anybody explain that? My brother Supreme Beast Box Talk Cadillac Red, what's happening with it? It don't make sense. I'm telling you right now, it's racism. And I know people go, oh man, here you go. Yeah, here I go. And I'm going to stay here. I'm always going to point out, you mad? Y'all always mad because I'm pointing out the obvious that nobody want to talk about. I'm pointing out what makes y'all uncomfortable. I'm putting the mirror on y'all. Boxing is a racist sport. they make black fighters who everybody acknowledges that the black fighters are the best. Turkey Al Sheikh acknowledges it, even though his pound list is shaky. It's ridiculous, but you acknowledge that black fighters are the best. Eric Morales is acknowledging that black American fighters are the best, but yet black American fighters have to prove so much to everybody else in order to get our just due. When Andre Ward was dominating the sport of boxing, and Terrence Crawford was dominating the sport of boxing, you had Teddy Atlas sit right there on ESPN in front of both of those men and tell them that Lomachenko was better than them. Lomachenko, who had like 6 or 7 fights at the time, was better than these guys. And both Andre Ward and Terrence Crawford, if I'm not mistaken, were like 30-something-0 undefeated fighters. And here go Teddy Atlas, who know better, talking about Lomachenko was better than them with 7 fights. That's why I don't give Lomachenko and them the credit like that. That's why I would never give a Nui credit like that. I'm going to do unto others as they do unto me. You understand? You treat my people like trash, I'm going to treat your people like dookie. Absolutely. I'm not trying to make it to heaven. That's for somebody else. What's good for the goose around these parts here. You understand? I'm not showing you no tenderness and kindness, and I'm not going to win you over with love and none of that. No. I'm going to slap you in the back of your head with a hammer every time you disrespect me and mine. And that's just what it is. So, with that being said, if we all acknowledge that, and I know people, oh man, you don't like Lomachenko and all that kind of stuff. Well, listen, I told you, I explained this very thoroughly. Lomachenko is an excellent fighter. I know that. And so is Inoue. But like I say, my problem is these guys getting, for instance, okay, I'm going to do this example again. Black people have to work harder to get credit for stuff that other people get credit for from the gate, right? It's like this. We playing basketball. Now, tell me I'm lying. We go on the basketball court, right? We go to the basketball court. We just going to watch. And we notice on the court, there's four black kids and 2 white kids playing basketball, right? We noticed that. Now, the black kid go up and he dunk. One of the black kids go up and he dunk, right? Nice dunk. The white kid goes up and dunks. For some reason, everybody, whoa, oh, in your face. Oh, man, he got up on you. Oh. Am I lying? That's what y'all do. All right? Same thing. Another example. Black girl at the park. Black girl walk down the street. She got a bad doo-doo maker, big old booty. She walking. You look at it. Ooh, she's strapped, right? Here come the white girl. She's strapped. Oh, damn. Man, you see Snow Bunny? Man, she got a great big old. Man, I'm going to go try to holler at her. Man. Y'all know I ain't lying. This is what we do. If Eminem was black, he would be Redman. I repeat, if Eminem were black, he would be Redman, an excellent rapper, but nothing you think twice about. But because he's white, because he has the complexion for the protection, y'all put doves on everything. Y'all so you have such a need to be accepted. You have this need to make it to heaven. Lord, watch me. I'm all inclusive, Lord. I'm not gonna do them how they do us, Lord. Lord, watch this. I'm gonna put them in front of me, Lord. Yes, Eminem is the greatest rapper of all time, Massa. Yes, he is. He's the greatest rapper of all time. Why? Oh, I know I can't relate to none he say. But still, he white, Massa. And Jesus is white, Massa, ain't he? And is that what they told me at church? I'm just telling you. Y'all know I ain't lying. Everybody get extra credit for their homework, except for black folk. And that's why I am the way I am. That's why I see things through the lens of racist America. Jared 11 Green, what's happening with it, homie? Red said, don't disrespect Redman like that, though. No, Redman the beast. But I'm just saying, lyrically, Eminem is not, he's not like better than Redman. I heard Redman spit. I heard a lot of people like Eminem is not like the most lyrical, most amazing stuff I ever seen. No, he's not. He's dope. He's dope. That's it. Eminem is dope. What's up with the Black Martial Arts Society? Boxing and Barbecue says the burden of being better at everything. Absolutely. And we teach our kids that you gotta be better than them. You gotta do this, yeah. You gotta work 10 times harder. That's been black folks' story since we've been over here, man, and engaging with these folks. It's been our story. We always gotta do something better than everybody else. Man, that's tiring, man. That's tiring. It's tiring to run a you run a mile. You run a mile in 6 minutes in high school. You're like, oh man, that's great. Ran a mile in 6 minutes. Then here come Adam. He run a mile in 8 minutes. And good job, Adam. Good job, Adam. Hanging in there. Yeah, Adam. Hey. White boy Adam. Hey, he all right. You know what I'm saying? He all right. He ain't fast as the brothers, but hey, he hanging in there. I'll tell you something about Adam, man. Adam gonna be all right. Adam gonna be all right now. Y'all know I ain't lying. Kelly Red say Eminem would be Jerron Benton. I don't even know who that is. Good rapper, no one knows. Mm-hmm. Malcolm McCoy said Eminem get busy. He just don't be saying nothing. He dope. He's a dope lyricist. He can rhyme and all that kind of stuff. I like the way he bend his words and all that. He's dope. But I'm just saying the exaggeration is what irritates me from people. When people try to act like he's the greatest they ever heard and all that, and there's black people saying this stuff, like Sway and all that. I'm like, man, shut up, bro. This is ridiculous. You can't even. How do you call somebody the greatest at your thing, and you can't even relate to the stuff that he's talking? You can't relate to the stuff he's talking about with his mom and his daughter. You can't even relate to it. Two trailer park girls around the outside. Around the outside. Dun, dun. Man, come on, bro. You can't even relate to this. You're just a cornball black dudes trying to try your best to fit in and be all inclusive. I ain't never in my life, but never listen to. And somebody else told this to me, and I had to think about it. Never in my life, ever, have I been driving down the street and heard somebody bumping Eminem. Never in life. Never in life. Am I lying? Now, I've been in the gym and heard people playing that Eminem, some stuff like that, some motivational stuff in the gym. I ain't never heard nobody driving and just playing Eminem. I ain't never been to the park and heard somebody playing Eminem at the cookout or nothing. That's how you know black folks are black folks are just some liars and some want to be all inclusive people, man. Ain't no way. Every time I hear somebody say Eminem the greatest rapper, I get irritated. He said not in the clubs either. No, I ain't never heard Eminem in the club either. Nope. Eminem is I think when I first heard Eminem was that song. What's that song? If you see me on the block with two Glocks screaming "F the world" like Tupac, I just don't give a that song. I think that was on I heard that when before he got signed with Dr. Dre, he was on like one of them. I remember that channel that used to come on. It was like the Box or something. It used to be a channel with just rap music come on, underground rap or something. Yeah, I think I heard him on that, and I said, "Yeah, dude, gonna be nice. He's gonna be nice." And then he signed with Dre. The rest is history. What's up, Will Sinclair? Leave it to Abel. I have. I've heard Eminem music in nightclubs. What nightclub was this, Abel? Where were you at? Where you heard Eminem in the nightclubs, Abel? Where were you? Where were you? Some. What Abel calls a nightclub is probably some cafe. Applebee's. You talking about Applebee's? Abel talking about Applebee's bar. Abel was at Applebee's bar, sitting at the bar thinking he at the nightclub, and the people playing. Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. Abel like, yeah. Let me get another Long Island iced tea. David Jackson in the super chat with that 2-piece. Appreciate the love. He says Abel lying like. Bro, ain't nobody ever heard Eminem in no nightclub, man. Unless you know what I'm saying, you went in one of them other clubs or something. I don't know. I ain't never been to them other clubs. What's up, Nick? You say Abel was at Golden Corral? Abel was at the Golden Corral, sitting at the bar, thinking he doing it too. Abel thought he was doing it big too. Abel thought he was doing it big. He in there ordering Long Islands. Hey, give my friend a Long Island too. Yeah, give her one. Hey, can I get some lime? A little piece of lime in there. He probably. I can just see Abel at Applebee's looking out, watching everybody else eat, listening to Eminem. He think he killing it. TD Thomas from the Bring It Down with the 5-piece. Appreciate the love. He says, Abel dressed up as Eminem for Halloween 2001. Facts. You capping. Abel, you better not let me find out. Abel, if I find out you dressed up as Eminem at any point in your life, what's up, Mind the Master Moosey? Boxing Barbecue say Long Island used to be the ish back in the day. Long Island still the ish. I still be messing with Long Island. Let me tell you something about a secret about Long Island iced tea. Long Island iced teas is the panty droppers. Let me tell you why. Because they don't taste like liquor like that. You know, you can taste a little bit of liquor. If they make them right, boy, you be sitting there drinking them things, and they cheap too. You drinking them things before you know it. Yeah, buddy. Mm-hmm. Long Island's do it. It's a place out here. Well, it's not in Milwaukee. It's in Burlington. It's a place in Burlington, Wisconsin, man. The Long Island iced teas is $2, but they sell them, but they give them to you in these big mason jars. Like, you know, remember the big old mayonnaise jars back in the day? Man, bro, them Long Island iced teas, $2. I don't know, they might went up by now, but you drink them all day and be faded. I mean, gone. Young Abel in the super chat with the 5-piece. Appreciate the love. Said, don't mind being the bad guy because I tell the truth. But Eminem is not the GOAT. That's Tupac and Biggie. And yes, Russell Westbrook sucks. Here we go. See? Oh, he can't help himself. The man can't help himself. Ain't nobody said nothing about Westbrook. The man, this is how deep the Russell Westbrook hate goes with these haters, these LeBron fans. They hate him. And nobody said nothing about Russ. This man keep talking about him. That's deep-seated hatred. That's deep-seated hatred. Mm-hmm. I don't mind being the bad guy because I tell the truth. I heard Eminem when I was at Applebee's at the bar with some coworkers. Nick J say, I was in the Puerto Rican home of the Pina Colada. He said, let me see here. Home of the Pina Colada. I never had a better one. And they sneaking on you. Oh, yeah. Pina Coladas do it. Pina Coladas do it. And I'm telling you something. All these little girly drinks, you'll be thinking, oh, that's a girly drink. No, they get you. They will get you. Hold on a second, y'all. CJ Robinson in the cash app. Appreciate the love, fam. He said, Bam is in my top 6 pound for pound, but just my opinion. Yeah, that's your opinion. You can have them wherever you want them. On your opinion. The pound for pound list is subjective. Me personally, I don't got Bam on in my top 10. Well, yeah, I don't got him. Well, he might be in my top 10. He's not in my top 5 for sure. I'll have to look at it and see where I want to rank it, but I ain't did the pound for pound list in a minute. You said Russ didn't do nothing to call it straight from Abel, because that's what they do, bro. I told you it's a deep-seated hatred. They got a hatred for Russ for no reason, all because he went over there and played with LeBron, and that's why I don't let up on LeBron. I'm gonna cook him every chance I get. I don't have no mercy for LeBron, none, because see what how Abel do? They don't care about, but they'll drag Russ for no reason, just random strays. So that's why I'm gonna cook LeBron, and then people come up here crying and whining. Man, boy, you always draw down in the brother. Man, you talking bad about the brother. How you gonna be a black man talking bad about the brother? The same way you a black man talking bad about the brother Russell Westbrook. That's the same way. The same way you a brother and talking bad about the black man Darvin Ham and uplifting the pink man JJ Redick. The same way. What's good for the goose? Don't come over here, man. How you gonna be a brother and talking bad about Tank? The same way you a brother and run over to all these other channels talking bad about Devin Haney. Don't hold me to some holy standard. No, I can get down in the gutter just like everybody else. I do not follow the philosophy of Michelle Obama. When you go low, I go down to hell. And that's how it's gonna be. Forever, ever. What's up, Young Hollywood? Do. You say Ravens Nation say Tank Pink himself. All right, but anyway, other things. Well, let me get to this super chat. Shout out to my brother Joe Townsend coming through with the 20-piece chicken nugget. Much love and much appreciation, Big Joe. Appreciate the support. He said Slim Shady said he was influenced by Rakim, LL Cool J, Redman, Big L, Busta Rhymes, Tupac, etc., and Tretch. He says, but ninjas say Slim Shady is the best of all time, monkey-ish. Also, Abel is not the bad guy, just a frustrated 40-year-old virgin. Hey, these are facts. Abel the young homie. I gotta school him. Appreciate you, my brother Joe Townsend, coming through heavy with the 20-piece chicken nugget. Shout out to my brother Darth, back in the super chat with the 20-piece chicken nugget. Salute to you, good brother. Appreciate the support. He said, for example, I'm Latino, and I thought Guillermo Rigondeaux was the most pure, elegant, technical, and smart boxer of all time, or of his time. The man was literally fighting in the Matrix mode, and was so cold that he was levels above everyone. I agree. Guillermo Rigondeaux at his best was one of the best boxers I ever seen in my life. Love Guillermo Rigondeaux. He was one of my favorite fighters, and they did him dirty. The boxing establishment got together to do him Filthy. CJ Robinson say in the Cash App, appreciate. He says, "Do you see people personally attack Russ or just hoops?" Absolutely, I see people personally attacking Russ. Absolutely. That's why I was so mad. It ain't just basketball. They be talking bad about this man, talking about his wife and his wife being his business too much, and why she running to his defense. Man, they be dragging Russ, bro, for no reason at all. And even if you just kept it hoops, these people liars. You can't look at Russell Westbrook's stats and say this man sucked. That's just disingenuous, and that's you a liar. Oh, he Westbrook. His stats don't. His stats don't even say he's a bricker. Russell Westbrook is for his career is a better shooter than Allen Iverson. But y'all don't want to hear that. That's too much facts. See, everybody want to pretend like they love this from AI. But see, I grew up watching AI. I was there. A lot of you Johnny come latelys, y'all act, oh, AI, y'all watch the highlights. Russell Westbrook is a better shooter statistically than Allen Iverson. That's what the numbers say. That's what the numbers say. It ain't talking about watching highlights. I'm talking about by the numbers. Russell Westbrook is a better shooter than Allen Iverson. So how does he suck? He's a better rebounder. He averaged more assists. So what are you talking about? How does he suck? More points, better field goal percentage, more rebounds, more assists, but he sucks. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So what is Chris Paul? What is Chris Paul? What's Chris Paul? Chris Paul supposed to be the point guard. He ain't won nothing. Y'all praise this man to act like Chris Paul is so great. What has he done? Nothing. Ain't won no championships. Oh, well, you know, Chris Paul. Shut up. I don't want to hear none of that excuses. Allen Iverson is not a better shooter than Russell Westbrook. Okay, the numbers speak for themselves. This is not an opinion. This is a fact. Okay? This is not an opinion. This is a fact. You can't change the actual numbers just because you don't like where the numbers is going. Okay? Can't change it. If I get on the scale and they say 300 pounds, that's what I am. I can't be like, well, no, because see, I got a lot of water retention. Because see, last time, what happened was, when I eat a lot of salt, I should have never ate them pork rinds. Because when I eat a lot of salt, it makes me retain water. The scale is the scale. You can't change the numbers because you don't like where they adding up to. Okay. Okay, Young Abel said prove it. Let's see. Let me go ahead and prove it. Now watch him make excuses. Hold on 1 second, y'all. All right. Let me get here. One. Wait a minute, that's not it. Hold on. Let me get to it. I'm trying to get to the career. The career stats. Let me go back. Let me get to the career stats. Okay, here we go. All right, now let me get to Allen Iverson, Young AI. Iverson is my dude. I rock with AI heavy. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see here. Now let's get down to the get down. Let me get to the number. I'm trying to get to the numbers where we can. I'm trying to compare them. How do you compare both of them side by side. All right, well, I'll just do it this way. Forget it. We'll just do it bootleg, old school way. Let's just do a bootleg. I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to talk about it. Yeah, this whole conversation been blamed on Abel. Yeah, that's what Abel do. He always come changing, messing up the boxing conversation with his basketball talk. But yeah, I'm Westbrook, and I'm David Jackson is in the super chat with the 5-piece. Much love, much appreciation. He says, I'm gonna be honest, 78. I was gonna take my girl to Jake versus Tisha fight because it's in Miami. Ringside seats, 10 bands. I'm done with boxing. Bro, I'm not paying $10,000 to go sit down in front of somebody. Ain't finna happen. I will have to be a millionaire. The only way I'm paying $10,000 to go sit down in front of somebody is if I'm a millionaire. Otherwise, ain't finna happen. All right, then let me see here. Then we're gonna get back to boxing. I'm just finna show y'all the stats. You can't say Russell Westbrook suck and then like praise Allen Iverson. You can't. I don't believe neither one of them suck. Now let's get to the share the screen here. Let me see. Take this off. All right. Hey, why I keep doing that, man? All right, share screen. Let's go to Russ first, okay? Let's go to Russ. Okay. Russell Westbrook, can y'all see this? Can y'all see this right here? For his career, okay? For his career, he averages 21.2 points a game for his career. Rebounds, 7 rebounds for his career. Assists, 8 assists for his career, okay? 43.9, basically 44% from the floor he shoots, okay, for his career, all right? So 44% from the floor for his career is not a brick artist. He's just not, all right? So now, with all that being said, it's 21 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, shooting basically 44% from the floor. That doesn't suck. Now, let's go to Allen Iverson, and you're going to see a 1 percentage difference. Let's see here. Let me stop sharing that. Let me go over here. Get the AI. Where AI? Okay. Here's my boy AI. All right. Allen Iverson for his career. Where's the career? What's he doing? Oh, here we go. For this career, averages 26.7 points a game, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, and for his field goal percentage, he's shooting 42.5% from the floor. So he's shooting worse than Russell Westbrook, and he's getting less rebounds, a lot less rebounds than Russ, and he has less assists than Russ. Now, I'm not saying this to diss Allen Iverson because that's my dude. I grew up on AI. I love him, Kobe, Ray Allen. That's my squad. 1996 draft, best draft of all time. So I'm not saying this to like belittle AI. I'm saying that y'all are liars when you act like you love AI, but then you crucify Russell Westbrook. Because I remember when AI was playing, I remember the media criticizing AI. It just wasn't no social media. But I remember people talking about this man. He a thug and he ghetto and he shoot too many shots. He's a brick artist. You can never win a championship with him. The same stuff they saying about Russ today, they said about AI back then. Y'all was in diapers though. So y'all don't remember. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't remember because y'all was in diapers. That's what that's about. You did? Look at Abel. The numbers prove nothing. The numbers prove nothing. Yeah. Of course the numbers prove nothing. Because if you start talking about numbers, we got to start asking how many women have you been with? You know what I'm saying? How many JJs have you smelled? Of course numbers don't mean nothing to you, Mr. Applebee's buying out the bar. Of course it don't mean nothing to you. See? See, you can't win an argument with somebody who is irrational. It's impossible. You can't say somebody a brick artist, but they shoot better than a player you say is an all-time great. That's the same thing they do. That's the same thing they do with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Oh, Caitlin Clark a better shooter. Angel Reese is because Angel Reese shoot a better field goal percentage than Caitlin Clark. Thank you. That's all I'm saying, Nick. That's all I'm saying. The numbers don't lie. You can't change the numbers just because you don't like where they're going. This is why This is why I don't listen to y'all dudes talking about basketball. Y'all be saying all this stuff about Russ, but when you look at Russ, I watched AI play. You can't tell me this. Oh, AI was this and that. Man, y'all, you wasn't there. You don't know what you talking about. They crucified AI. They blackballed that man out the league. They dogged him the same way they trying to do Russ. And y'all want to sit back here and have revisionist history now, acting like y'all rock with AI. Man, get out of here, bro. I was there. Y'all ain't rock with AI. Thank you, brother. Westbrook went to the championship just as AI and both lost. Exactly. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Hey, Joe Townsend say semen retention leads to a lack of common sense. It does, man. Y'all gotta stop with this semen retention stuff, man. Y'all gotta stop letting these guys trick y'all into holding on to it. Let it release it, man. Release that. Release it, man. Do what you gotta do. You don't need no woman. If you ain't got no woman, you go in the bathroom, release it. Get that out your system. Because if you keep that stuff, you start going losing your mind. You start hating this stuff, saying crazy things. You start thinking you can go to Applebee's and buy at the bar. Yeah, let me get 12 shots for everybody at the bar. So the same thing happened with Muhammad Ali. Absolutely. Nino Brown Boxing in the super chat with that 5-piece. Much love and much appreciation, good brother. He says Russ percentage is slightly better, but he took 3,500 more shots. Huh? So Russ, you saying Russ shot more than Allen Iverson? That's even better. If Russ shot more than AI, that's even better. His percentage should be worse. If he the brick artist that people say he is. AB in the Cash App, appreciate the love. He says, for defending Russ, salute to the Patreon. Yes, sir. Always going to defend Russ. In what they say, wherever there's injustice, I'll be there. You know what I'm saying? Like a superhero, you did. Mm-hmm. I said Russ played 350 more games than AI, so he should if he sucked the way people say he sucked, Russ should have horrible numbers. He should be horrible. He should have horrible numbers. But the thing is, the way they kick AI out the league is the same way they're trying to kick Russ out the league now. You know what I'm saying? I got a video coming up after this. I got a video coming up where I talked about Shannon Sharp. I mentioned Russ in that video. You know, y'all know Shannon Sharp for to get married, right? Yeah, so I got a video coming up about I'm finna cook Shannon. Well, not really cook him, but you know, I'm finna chastise him a little bit. And in that video, I talk about the Russell Westbrook situation, so y'all see that when it come up. You say AI was the better shooter. Russ was off the dribble shooter, jumper was checks for no, bro. Look, the numbers are the numbers, bro. You can't change the stats. You can't like if you squint one eye, if you just use your right eye, AI better shooter. See, if you use your right eye, if you use your left eye, nah, bro, we ain't finna do all that. Yeah, I got a video coming up, man, about Shannon Sharp, man. He's finna get married. Shannon finna get married. So y'all, it's coming up. Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna crack up. Darth in the super chat with that 5-piece. Appreciate the love, good brother. Said, did y'all see the new doc series on Netflix where KD admitted again he's not a leader, man, and just wants to play ball. Russ had to lead KD. I told people that, but they don't want to listen. I told you, Kevin Durant is not. He's a good guy. He's just not a leader. He's not an alpha. So the problem is when Russ comes in as an alpha, people get mad at Russ because KD is the more talented player. Yes, KD is the more talented player between the two, but what is Russ supposed to do if the more talented player don't want to be the lead dog? Then that means you have to lead, right? That's just what it is. But anyway, man, we've been on here. Abel messed up the whole show talking about basketball now. I'm gonna ignore Abel next time. He always doing this because he can't talk no boxing. So he try to trick you into Abel can't talk no boxing. He can't talk no for JJ. So he always trick y'all into trick us into talking about basketball. Every time he do this. Like, yo, man, did you see old girl, man? Old girl, here come Abel. Did you see the game last night? Did you see the game? Giannis is out of Milwaukee. He's leaving Milwaukee. And then you fall for it every time. Because Abel, whenever he get uncomfortable, he changed the topic. He don't want to hear nothing about no booties. He don't want to hear nothing about no boxing. Abel want to hear about basketball. Look at Abel. Screw boxing, but all women. But anyway, y'all, I'm finna get up out of here. I'm finna upload this Shannon Sharp video real quick. So make sure y'all tune in. Give me like 15 minutes. The Shannon Sharp video should be up. 78 Sports TV. No, matter of fact, I'm gonna upload it at 12. I'm gonna set it to premiere at 12, y'all. Just so this video can have a chance to process. 78 Sports TV. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Smash that like button, y'all. Share the video. Make sure y'all check me out on Patreon, man. I got some heat. I got some Patreon content, man. Y'all, this gonna make you mad. I'm gonna give you fair warning. The Patreon content I got coming is gonna make you mad, but it's something that we gotta talk about. You know what I'm saying? As a family, we gonna have to talk about it. But you're gonna be mad because I was mad doing the video, but I got through it. So 78 Sports TV. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Smash that like button, share the video. We up out of here. Deuces.